Let's execute a steady pace dynamic bicep curl, isolating that bicep, which gives us flexion of the elbow, injury resistance, and upper body strength. Let's go ahead and scoot our bodies forward, Miss Elizabeth, and everyone with us today, and to the left, so it gives our arm clearance the entire range of motion. Next, let's grab our grip. We're going to reach down, whether you're sliding your hand in the loop or grasping the band. Let's make sure that we always have one full loop between the anchor point and our grip. All right, Miss Elizabeth, let's make sure we feel tension at the bottom.
Yep.
We also feel tension all the way to the top turnaround.
You got it.
Now in this starting position, let's focus on keeping our torso tall, erect, just like Tina always talks about, keeping the core engaged. Also, keep the elbow underneath the shoulder and out away from the body. Don't tuck it in. All right, here we go. In 2 seconds, let's initiate movement and begin. Slow on the way down. Remember, slower is better than quicker. That allows it to be safe and effective. Slowly heading back up. Letting it be muscle-led allows the exercise to communicate clearly to the muscles, which prompts change. Heading back down, and when I say change, I mean strength, tone, endurance, injury resistance. That's what we're here for. Remind ourselves of the purpose. Heading back up, slow and controlled. Continue to focus on breathing freely, taking the navel to the spine, every breath out, torso tall. Here we go. As we come down, notice Elizabeth and myself are not moving the upper arm. The elbow is directly under the shoulder the entire time and slightly away from the body. We're only moving with the bicep by flexing the elbow. 2 to the top turnaround, 1 heading back down. Now we know the secondary focus to get the most out of the exercise is to fully exhaust the muscles. Heading back up, which means you get to the point where you can no longer continue with proper form. When you find that spot, you're going to engage, hold, flex for 3 full seconds without forcing it, and then slowly disengage. We're there. We're in that exhaust range. We're heading back up, so we should be getting close in when we have the resistance dialed in appropriately to finding that successful spot. Here we go. We're heading down. Final 15 seconds, Miss Elizabeth.
Okay.
As we come to the bottom, 2 to the turnaround, 1 last 7 seconds. Take what you can with proper form. Staying engaged for 3. Everyone to full flexion for 1. Now slowly disengaging. Make sure the tension's off the band before we release that band. And relaxing. Grabbing a shot of water, making sure the fan is situated. Grab that progress journal. Miss Elizabeth, for example, is going to grab that red pin, mark complete, and that she needs to increase the resistance next time. We're going to execute a steady pace dynamic bicep curl with our right arm, isolating the bicep. Great for stability, elbow and upper body strength. Let's go ahead and scoot forward on our chairs and to the right. That's going to allow us from a range of motion standpoint to clear our arm so we don't hit the wheel. Now let's go ahead and grab our resistance band. Always remembering, make sure there is one loop between the anchor point and your grip, no matter what the color is. All right, you can either grasp the band and or take your hand through the loop. Just make sure there's resistance and tension from the bottom all the way to the top turnaround. Perfect. Now let's posture our bodies up, engage our core. Make sure that band is flat if you need to. Make sure that fan's on us and you've got that water next to you so you can hydrate. All right, here we go. You ready, Miss Elizabeth?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it. Initiate movement down slowly. Here we go. Smooth and controlled, exercising safe and practically for 2. 1 to the turnaround. Now very slow back the other direction. Very slow, Miss Elizabeth. Everyone follow our cadence, our tempo, our speed. 1 to the turnaround, heading down. Why do we want to go slow and controlled? You should know, right? And if you're new and you're new with us, 1 to the bottom turnaround, heading back up slowly. Welcome, first of all. Second of all, slow, controlled movement allows it to be safer in that the forces stay off our tendons and ligaments. It also allows it to be much more productive because then we're exercising the muscle. The muscle's leading the movement. That's how you see results. Exercising the muscle, letting it work. 1 to the turnaround. Notice we both got a little bit quick to the top turnaround. We're going to slow that cadence down. Slower is always better than quicker. 1 to the bottom turnaround, heading up deliberately. Now, we know if it is dialed in appropriately, we should be getting close to finding that spot where it is a successful set. We can no longer continue with proper form. When we find that spot, you let that range of motion stop, flex attempt for 3 full seconds, note the time, and slowly ease out. We're in the last 30 seconds right now, taking what you can. 1 to the bottom turnaround. Let's transition back up slowly. As we come to the top for the final time, keep the elbow in front, posture tall for 3. 2 to the top and 1. Now slowly heading back out, letting the resistance come off tension-wise before we disengage. Whew. Now grabbing that progress chart. Miss Elizabeth and myself a little bit quick on some of those turnarounds. So Miss Elizabeth would grab her trusty red marker, which matches her band, and in the outcome portion of that progress chart, right form, right tempo, so we know what to focus on next time and we can get the most out of the set. All right, let's execute a dynamic lateral raise, isolating the deltoid, specifically medial. Great for shoulder stability and injury resistance. Anchor point needs to be vertically, straight down at the 6 o'clock on the wheel. Let's go ahead and look at our grip. Take our grip. You can either grasp the band like Miss Elizabeth is doing, or you can slide your hand through the loop like I will do. Most important thing is to make sure you feel tension at the bottom as well as at the top. So let's go ahead and test that, Miss Elizabeth. Let's go ahead and go to the very top of the range of motion, which is right up next to your shoulder. Let's go all the way down to the bottom range of motion, making sure we feel tension. If you don't, go ahead and adjust your band now. Let's go ahead and head all the way up. Also a reminder, make sure you're hydrating, stabilize and hold. Make sure if you're using that range of motion band, you're not too taut. Here we go. In 1, let's begin. Initiate movement down slowly. Primary focus is slower rather than quicker. Every 7 seconds, transition slowly. You should be reaching the turnaround. If you're having trouble with the tempo and pace, you can hear the sound guiding you. You can also look visually. That's what I'm here for. That's what Miss Elizabeth is here for. Follow us. Make sure you're reaching the turnarounds when we are. That's going to keep it safe and productive. Twofold. First and foremost, safety. Keeping it slow and controlled keeps the forces off the tendons and the ligaments. Much safer. Second fold, it's going to allow you to fully exhaust and communicate clearly to the muscles. And that's what exercise is about, and that's what's going to lead to the results. Here we go. 2 to the top turnaround. 1, we're heading back down. We're getting ready to head into the last 30 seconds, that exhaust range. Here we go for 2. 1 to the turnaround, heading back the opposite direction. When you get to the point where you can no longer continue with proper form, hold in place for 3 static, contracted seconds, slowly ease out, release the resistance, and then jump back in. Great job, Miss Elizabeth, heading back up. We are getting close. Take what you can with primary focus on that form. If you find that successful spot, notate it in your mind where you found it so you can record your progress in your journal and prompt yourself for the next time. Here we go. Heading back up, you should be feeling a deep burn if you're exercising at the level that makes the difference. For 2 to the turnaround, for 1. Now we're all slowly disengaging if you still have the resistance. Once the tension's off the band, we are releasing. Ooh, good deep burn. Very nice job of not forcing it and disengaging at the successful spot. Grab that progress journal and record with that trusty colored pen the time that you found the successful spot, and or if you need to at the end, progress with the actual next color.